Hey guys, I know it's been a minute since we chatted, but I finally got to watch Spider-Man freshman year, but I was sick, so sorry, not freshman year, so that was the old title of the show. I finally watched Spider-Man Friendly Neighborhood. So the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is a cartoon made on Disney Plus with a different take on Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man, but not quite in the MCU, but in the MCU. If that makes sense, I'm going to explain it. So it's not Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but all the events of Spider-Man are put forward in this show. Like you see Iron Man, you see Captain America, but they don't look like Iron Man and Captain America that we know in the MCU. They look more like the Silver Age and the Golden Age of comics, which is really interesting. And I really dug this show. Colin Domingo as Norman Osborn is fantastic. I really love how he kind of has the Tony Stark mantle, where he tries to guide Peter through the world, but he really pushes Peter on being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but also kind of manipulating Peter and using him. It's great. The voice acting with Doctor Strange in here is great. I really love what we're seeing here. I really love the storytelling. Each of these episodes brings a fun element. A lot of people's criticism of this show was that it feels a little too woke. I didn't feel that at all. I didn't feel the wokeness. I didn't feel that, the only thing that was woke was really this character, basically the Lizard, is female in this show. It was a minor change. It really doesn't do anything to the story. It didn't bother me. I really just feel like strongly one of the best things about this show is how this story handled a young Peter struggling with the young Peter problems that we love, right? Can Peter get a girlfriend? Can Peter have a job? Can Peter have a job, go to school, and be Spider-Man? And how does he struggle with that? And this show deals with the larger MCU, not just Spider-Man. And I think that was so brilliant and straight to the core here. I really love that. I love how they did that. I loved what they did with it. And so I think that is fantastic. The fact that they had so many great characters. I mean, a lot of people didn't like that Harry Osborn was technically gay in this show. I didn't think it really mattered to the story. I thought they did a great job with Harry's character still. I thought it was still important to Peter and the new way that they started his friends where you didn't know him. And since we didn't have Flash Thompson in this story, how they handled Lonnie, who becomes Tombstone, I thought was really brilliant. One of my favorite things about this show, other than Doc Ock and some of the other villains, like how they have a villain similar to Rhino, but it's not Rhino, I really liked Scorpion in the show. I really liked how Scorpion felt like a serious threat to Spider-Man. And in a kid's cartoon, there was quite a bit of blood. And I thought overall the show was fantastic. And the tease for season 2 with the symbiote getting out, and the fact that we get to see, Peter's father still alive in prison, and Richard Parker is being voiced once again by Josh Keaton, who voiced Spectacular Spider-Man and Shocker in the Insomniac games, as well as Captain America and X-Men 97. I thought this was great. I really can't wait to see what they do with this twist. I can't wait to see where things go in season 2. But overall, season 1, one of my favorite episodes was the Daredevil episode. I loved seeing Charlie Cox play a different version of Daredevil. Seeing Charlie Cox take place in the Civil War conflict was genius. How they wove Rost into it, how everything fit together. I really liked the episode. The action scenes in this show were great. Darker Spider-Man fight scenes than expected. A lot of martial arts stuff being used with Spider-Man's powers I really liked. And I loved how Spider-Man would, even though you had villains like Scorpion, a lot of Spider-Man, one of the biggest things about the show is Spider-Man didn't fight aliens at first, or any of the other threats that MCU Spider-Man faced. He was a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You watched him fight bank robbers and people stealing fancy technology, and that was nice. a breath of fresh air for the MCU, in my opinion. I liked Spider-Man from a Neighborhood. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It was a very solid animated show. I thought it was very good. And I thought it had funny moments. I thought it had good storytelling. And I'd like to see Colin Domingo get some other big Marvel roles. I like the larger world building in the MCU, and I think he deserved a lot more credit than what he was getting. I really did. I think that he deserved a lot more. But overall, I'd say it was a really good show, and I really dug it. And I think you guys should check out Spider-Man Friendly Neighborhood. Even though, you might be skeptical because of the wokeness, watch it because it actually is brilliant, and it actually does represent Spider-Man as a character well. And the animation, like Steve Ditko, the comic style, it really wins you over, and you really love it. And I think that's worth it. So, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.